Welcome in, football fans. We have our NFL Week 7 predictions, picks, and upsets. Our total record on the year, 55-39 in Week 6, absolutely helped that number. We went 11 for 3. We actually went from Thursday to the end of the noon games undefeated, 8-0. Love to see it. Now, the 3 o'clock games kind of cooked us, but we have Week 7 football. Let's get into it. Starting with our Thursday night matchup, we have the Denver Broncos taking on the New Orleans Saints. So the Saints don't have the 5th offense. I don't know how I fumbled there. They have the 18th ranked offense. That might have been week 2 where they had the 5th ranked offense, but it is 18th. They are not looking good. They have lost a lot of guys on both sides of the ball. Spencer Rattler looking to turn things around for him maybe, but he does not have Olave. He does not have Shaheed. It's going to be a Alvin Kamara party. The spread for this game is Broncos 2.5 money line. Obviously, Broncos winning. And last but not least, over under 37 points. I can see the under. I can really see it. I'm rocking with the Broncos on this matchup. Now, from here on out, the games get a little out of order. This is a Monday night matchup. Chargers, Cardinals. I think this is going to be a really solid game compared to some of the matchups we have this week. We have the 28th ranked offense and 6th ranked defense taking on the 15th ranked offense and 27th ranked defense. And for those of y'all that don't know, Call of Duty's coming out this next week. So those numbers for the Cardinals are about to tank desperately. They're about to just be going downhill. No, this is a harder game for me to pick personally. I feel like I'm going with the Cardinals. I've been rocking with the Cardinals for a few weeks. I feel like they could come out and win the division. The 49ers are starting to get kind of healthy again, so I don't know. Cardinals really need to pick it up. The money line has the Chargers. The spread has the Chargers. The over-under is 48.5. I don't feel like they're going to score that many points. I feel like this is going to be more of a lower scoring game with the Cardinals with the utmost points on the board. So I'm rocking with Cardinals on this one. I think it's going to be a really great game, though. Finally, to one of our better matchups of the week, we have the Ravens taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We have Lamar Jackson and Baker M.F. Mayfield. I love Baker Mayfield since he's been on the Browns, honestly, since he was at Oklahoma. We have the Ravens with the 1st ranked offense and the 16th ranked defense taking on Tampa Bay, the 9th ranked offense and the 26th ranked defense. Tampa has been putting up insane points. I think they're actually the most scoring team in the league right now. The money line has the Ravens. The spread, obviously, Ravens by 3. And the over-under is 43.5. I'm taking the over on that. If that is the over when you look at this, I'm taking the over on 43.5. Both of these teams have been putting up great numbers on offense. Now, who do I think is going to win this game? That is where it gets a little bit more difficult. I think the Ravens, Lamar's just on another MVP season run. I feel like Baker is having a great run right now. I think that offense is booming. I just don't know if that defense is going to be able to stop or slow down Lamar Jackson. I'm rocking with the Baltimore Ravens. After big trade news, Davante Adams is rekindling the fire with Aaron Rodgers on the New York Jets. I think this is going to help the offense tremendously. I did not know they had the 2nd ranked defense. 22nd ranked offense looks a little stale out there. Went and fired the head coach. Still came out and looked stale. Starting to think it might have not been the head coach being the problem, but we'll see. Davante Adams is going to add some much needed route running to the team. Mike Williams will not be with the team this week. I'm sure I would be assuming Mike Williams is going to get released or traded per request after the actual media spree Aaron Rodgers went on blaming him on that game. Will we see Justin Fields or Russell Wilson taking over as QB1 this week? Steelers, 26th ranked offense, 8th ranked defense. I just don't see the Steelers riding with Justin Fields, right? I feel like they don't have the greatest wide receiver core, but they have a wide receiver core where you need to go downfield, and Justin Fields just cannot make those passes downfield. This is a hard one. I kind of want to rock the Jets on this. We're going to rock with the Jets. Moneyline has the Steelers. Spread is, how does the money line have the Steelers and the spread has the Jets? I don't know. Total over under 41 and a half. I'm probably going under on that. I feel like this isn't going to be a massively high scoring game unless the Jets actually go crazy. It really depends what quarterback the Steelers start. I'm rocking with the Jets. We have our Super Bowl rematch we've all been waiting for. The Kansas City Chiefs taking on the San Francisco 49ers. We have the offensive ranked Chiefs 11th, defensive 9th, offensive and defensive ranked for the 49ers 2nd and 11th. This game is probably going to be our game of the week. We got Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes. We got the great defenses, and both teams are playing great defense. The 49ers are finally getting healthy. This is going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to this. We got the money line, the Chiefs 150, the spread Chiefs by 3.5, and the total points scored 49.5. I feel like that'll probably be the most points we've for the money line or over under we've seen scored this week. So I gotta rock with Patrick Mahomes. I doubted Brady so much in my football career, as a fan, that I have learned, do not doubt Patrick Mahomes. Give me Mahomes and the Chiefs coming out on top with the dub. Mahomes, Taylor Swift and the Chiefs coming out on top with the win over Brock Purdy and the 49ers. I mean, do we really need to talk about this game that much? We have the 25th offensive ranked Panthers, the 29th defensive ranked Panthers taking on the 5th ranked offense in the Washington Commanders. We're not even going to sit here and harp on this game long. The Commanders are going to go out there, absolutely demolish the Panthers. This is a game that's going to absolutely boost Jayden Daniels' stats in the rookie conversation against Caleb Williams. That's going to be interesting to see how that goes as the year progresses. I don't know what the Panthers need to do, except probably trade Adam Thielen and Deontay Johnson to some teams where they can go have a chance to win a ring, because it is pitiful over there on the Panthers. I would just stick to your young guys, go get what you can get in trades, and just start completely rebuilding the team. You even need a new quarterback now. So I don't know what to tell them. Absolutely awful matchup. Give me the Washington Commanders. We're really digging through the bottom of the barrel for the matchups this week. We have the Raiders taking on the Rams, the 27th and 12th ranked offense and defense of the Raiders taking on the 16th offensive and 28th defensive ranked Rams. I'm rocking with the Rams on this one. The Raiders are just down so bad. I don't know if they're going to trade Max Crosby. He's looking super unsatisfied with the team. Devontae Adams is gone. They weren't using him anyways. This team is just an absolute shambles. The Rams are a 135 favorite. The over under for this game is 44.5. The spread is actually 2.5, which is that 2.5 or 3.5? It's either 2.5 or 3.5. I can't see it. It is a lot closer than I think it should be. And Cooper Kupp could be activated this week. It might be legacy week. He might have a legacy game coming back against the Raiders. It's going to be interesting. It's not even going to be interesting. I don't know why I said that. Give me the Rams by 14. Now, I said there weren't a lot of great matchups this week. I might have lied. We have the Houston Texans taking on the Green Bay Packers, the 6th ranked offense and 3rd ranked defense taking on the 4th ranked offense and the 18th ranked defense. I feel like the Packers have a better defense than that. They've just been kind of going through it. They had a few weeks with a backup quarterback. I think they're going to go out here and show everyone that they are an absolute top tier team in this league. Now, I really don't know who I'm rocking with on this one. The money line has the Packers. The spread 6.5. That can't be right. That cannot be right. Maybe I copied and pasted the wrong spread, because there's no way. 44.5. I'm taking the over on that. I feel like the Packers are going to come out and win this game. I feel like they're just a little bit more healthier. They got a lot of go-to guys on the offense. Good run game. I mean, this is going to be such a close game. That spread just can't be right. The spread on this should be 2.5. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers. Next up, back to the bottom of the barrel games. We have the Miami Dolphins taking on the Colts. I mean, you see the offensive and defensive rankings. There's just not a lot to talk about here. Are they rolling out Anthony Richardson? Are they rolling out Joe Flacco? The money line has the Dolphins. The spread is 3.5. The total points are, I thought that said 60 something. 44.5. The Miami Dolphins have the worst scoring offense in the league. They have scored 5 touchdowns this season. 5. Wait, hold on. Something like that. They've scored a total of 60 points. All right. The Dolphins have scored a total of 60 points. Their defense is actually pretty good. That's why I think this week, this is going to sound crazy, I'm rocking with the Miami Dolphins. This is probably no, the Dolphins are favored, so I can't say it's my upset of the week. I feel like the Colts should be favored, but I'm rocking with the Miami Dolphins. We have some in-division action. We have the Eagles and the Giants. I feel like the Eagles have absolutely been struggling this year, and the 10th ranked offense is absolutely surprising to me. Luckily, they beat the Browns last week. Jalen Hurts didn't turn the ball over, which is massive for that team. I have said over and over again, if Jalen Hurts does not turn that ball over, they are a Super Bowl contender. I don't know what's going on with Nick Sirianni. If you watch my head coach hot seat list, he is absolutely one of the coaches on the head coach hot seat. I can see him getting fired if they lose this game. And I think the Giants have been giving teams fits, good teams and bad teams. So you have the 10th ranked offense on the Eagles, 20th ranked defense on the Eagles against the 20th ranked offense on the Giants and the 19th ranked. Is that a 10 or a 20? Do the Giants have the 10th ranked defense? So a little flip flop on offense and defense on this. I'm rocking with the Eagles just because I have them as a Super Bowl contender this year. And if I pick the Giants on this, I'm going to look goofy. Moneyline has the Eagles, 300. Spread has Eagles. Is that 7? Is that a 7.5? I don't know about that. I don't know about a 7.5 spread. 43 points scored. Yeah, I can see that. Are we going to have Malik Neighbors playing this week? I don't know. We'll see. My boy Wandell, absolutely out there hooping. No, I'm not a Giants fan. Just got some stock in the Giants in fantasy football. I'm rocking with the Eagles, though. I'm rocking with the Eagles. Next up, we have the Bengals taking on the Browns. Joe Burrow might throw 7 touchdowns this week. The Browns are that bad. I would not be surprised if we see Myles Garrett on the move soon. They already moved Amari Cooper. Nick Chubb could come back, give him a little burst. I'm not 100% sure. The Bengals, 12th ranked offense, 23rd ranked defense. Browns, 32nd ranked offense. Absolutely terrible. 15th ranked defense. Speaking of head coaches on the hot seat, Kevin Stefanski, get ready because you might be unemployed soon. Those are absolutely terrible numbers. Obviously, I'm going Bengals on this. If anyone is going Browns, let me know down in the comments because I got to ask you some questions. Ask if you're okay. I just don't see the Browns. I mean, they scored 16 last week. Now, the Bengals defense is terrible. It is terrible. So anything can happen. But like I said, I think Joe Burrow is going to throw for about 7 touchdowns. So give me the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, one of my favorite matchups of the week, we have my Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Seahawks offensive ranked 7th, defensive ranked 19th. A lot of injuries on the defense. So this game could be very interesting. Atlanta Falcons, 8th ranked offense, 17th ranked defense. So very, very close matchup. The spread has the Seahawks by 2.5. Moneyline Seahawks. Over under on this game is 45.5. Probably taking the under on that. Both of these teams fight to the end, right? Both of these teams are good about fighting to the end. Now, what does my boy Geno Smith like to do at the end of the game? He likes to throw interceptions. I might be biased when I say this. We need to get back in the win column. I am rocking with the Seattle Seahawks. Love the Falcons, have them winning the division. I thought they were going to win about 11 to 12 games this year. So rough start. We'll see how it ends. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. This is our premier matchup, our best game of the week, and I think it's a noon game, so that's absolutely ridiculous. This should be flexed into a Monday night or a Sunday night primetime game. We have the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings, the 3rd ranked offense and 13th ranked defense taking on the 17th ranked offense and 13th ranked defense. I feel like those are some odd numbers for a 5-0 team, right? Sam Darnold's out there absolutely hooping. They're just playing great team football. I really honestly think the Vikings are going in and they're going to beat the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are on an absolute run right now. I just think the passing game for the Vikings is going to be way too much for the Detroit Lions. They did just lock up CeeDee Lamb last week. Let's talk about that. They haven't played, I feel like, I guess they played Seattle with DK and JSN. I just feel like Jettis and Addison are 2 different monsters. It's going to be hard to cover both of them. Aaron Jones has the run game going. I'm rocking with the Minnesota Vikings. Next, we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to let you know off rip, I'm taking the Bills. And I think also the Bills are the only team that have the same offensive and defensive ranking, both 21st. Tennessee Titans, one of the worst offenses in the league, but this is kind of crazy. 31st ranked offense, first ranked defense. I still think the Bills are going out there and getting it done. I feel like they're kind of getting it all back together. James Cook back this week. Ray Davis, unfortunately, popping up on the injury report, so we'll see how that goes. I feel like they could have an absolutely insane 1-2 punch in the backfield with James Cook and Ray Davis. Then you have Josh Allen. That is, it's kind of giving Ravens, if you think about it, other than, you know, Lamar, Josh Allen. There's levels to this, obviously. I still think the Bills have a really, they're showing me, I thought they had a really bad team. They just went and got Amari Cooper too. Ooh, that's going to be such a massive addition. See, I don't think Josh Allen needed a massive wide receiver one, but Amari Cooper is going to be a guy. Their passing offense is just so stale. They had not even a bunch of wide receiver twos. They had a bunch of wide receiver threes. You go get a guy like Amari Cooper, that is about to open your offense up on a whole nother level. Give me the Buffalo Bills. And the spread is Bills by 7.5, over under 45.5. I'm probably taking the under on that. The Titans are not going to be scoring that much. And last but not least, what a matchup to end on. The Patriots and the Jags, the 30th ranked offense and 25th ranked defense, taking on the 19th ranked offense and the 31st ranked defense. I'm so sorry. This is the last game that popped up on the list for us. This is an absolute snooze fest. Is this one in London too? I feel like this one's in London. No one's waking up to watch this. If you're waking up to watch this, you are a Patriots fan, a delusional Patriots fan, a delusional Jags fan, or you're me who's going to wake it up, put the audio on the phone, and probably fall back asleep. I really don't even know who to go with on this. Probably Jacksonville. And by the way, when they get back from London, Doug Peterson is getting fired. 100%. Bookmark that. It's happening. I mean, he already knows it. He even said in an interview, this team needs a culture change. Well, you know where you start with a culture change? Firing the head coach. I'm still rocking with the Jacksonville Jaguars with the win. Let me know who y'all's favorite game is this week. Let me know who you have winning that game down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.